The period between Holocaust Remembrance Day and Independence Day is considered by many to be the most emotionally charged of the Israeli calendar. Seeking to harness the positive energies of this time, the Ein Prat Midrasha is pushing to refashion the run-up to Independence Day as a national 10 days of thanks. Joining me now in the studio to talk about the campaign is Anat Silverstone, co-executive director of the Ein Prat Midrasha. Welcome, Anat.
Hi.
Do the Jewish people really need yet another holiday? What is the purpose behind this festival?
So as you said, these days are very emotionally charged, and we feel that these very meaningful days in our history are Israelis feel various kinds of emotions about it. Many Israelis feel very proud of what we've accomplished. Many Israelis feel guilt. We are trying to offer another kind of emotion to feel these days, the emotion of gratitude, the emotion of being thankful. We believe that our society is not grateful enough. We are a very critical, cynical society, which is important in a society like ours, but we don't experience enough gratefulness.
That's interesting. So how are you celebrating the 10 days of thanks? Have you created new customs or texts to mark the holiday?
First of all, as I mentioned before, we have our tradition offers us something similar. We have 10 days of repentance before Yom Kippur, between Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur, and of course 10 days of Todah, 10 days of thank you, very similar. In the 10 days of repentance, we say sorry. We think about what we did wrong, and we want to apologize and regret what we did wrong. And in these days, we want people to say thank you to each other. We want us to look around and see what in our lives we need to appreciate and to be thankful for. So how do we do that? First of all, in our community, in our midrasha, we dove deep inside the meaning of gratitude in studying in our bet midrash. And experience it in rituals, in praying together, in different ways of being grateful to each other. Okay. But also we're trying to spread it in Israeli society.
So on that note, I understand there was a meeting this morning with President Rivlin. How did that go?
That was wonderful, being our tradition being embraced by Israel's president. We met President Rivlin, and we told him about our initiative. He himself wrote on one of our boards. We spread more than around 200 chalkboards around Israel for people to walk down the street and just write on the board what they're thankful for. And that's what President Rivlin did today. He wrote on the board what he is grateful for, and he called out to Israel's to all Israelis to join him and to think what they are grateful for.
And can you tell us what the president wrote that he's grateful for? Is that confidential?
He was grateful for for the people of Israel, that in spite of our very different opinions, we still work together and dream together of a good Israel for all of us.
Beautiful. So where do you see the 10 days of thanks going in 10, 20 years? Is this going to become an official holiday with the blessing of the President of the State of Israel?
I believe that's possible. I believe this is our fourth year in this project. We started out very small in our community, and now thousands of people are joining us, studying in schools. We see in the kindergartens and in schools people really experiencing the rituals of the 10 days of thanks, and we watch it spread. And I believe that people will embrace it, because these days are so meaningful and so complicated for Israelis, and they are seeking for more meaning to spill into it and more ways, more rituals to express what they feel in these days. And I think saying thank you is one of the best ways to do that.
Wonderful. So in that spirit, thank you very much for joining us in the studio today. Chag Sameach.
Chag Sameach.
Under